Walk family. I miss seeing you guys, and I hope that you are doing well and able to do some good and share the salt and the light that you guys are out in the world. My Bible study at school has been revolved around this book called Here Too, and it had some really powerful things in it this week that I wanted to share with you guys. So I think this is the message that Sandy's talking about this week too, but Mark 4, verse 35 through 41 says, "On that day when the evening had come, he said to them, 'Let us go across to the other side.' And leaving the crowd, they took him with them, just as he was in the boat. And other boats were with him. And a great storm of wind arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that the boat was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they woke him and said, 'Teacher, do you not care if we perish?' And he awoke, and he rebuked the wind, and he said to them, 'Sea, peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, 'Why are you afraid? Have you no faith?' And they were filled with awe and said to one another, 'Who then is this, that even the wind and sea obey him?'" And friends, the first time that I read this through, to me, it reminded me that no matter what we're going through, what storm that we're going through, that if God is with us, if we really truly believe that God is with us, that we don't need to be afraid and worried. And luckily for us, we have a God of empathy. And there's a cute little video that I want to show you a little clip of that helps me know the difference between empathy and sympathy.
Empathy is feeling with people. And to me, I always think of empathy as this kind of sacred space when someone's kind of in a deep hole and they shout out from the bottom and they say, "I'm stuck, it's dark, I'm overwhelmed." And then we look and we say, "Hey, climb down. I know what it's like down here, and you're not alone." Sympathy is, "Ooh, it's bad, uh-huh. No. You want a sandwich?"
So friends, know that you have a God who is empathetic. He is sitting right in the boat next to you, or he has climbed down into that hole with you. He is not going to leave you, no matter if it is super dark and scary, or no matter if the waves are crashing and the wind is so strong it's making all of the water go into your boat. I also have been reading a lot on Facebook, which I know I probably need to get off from a little bit this week, of people remembering storms in the past. Maybe you have seen some of our older generation sharing stories about World War II and how they didn't know how that war would end, and if they'd even be speaking English in our country by the time that ended. They were sending children off to war and not hearing from them for months. I've been thinking a lot about 9/11. A lot of you weren't born yet, but that feeling of terror and the unknown and not knowing what to expect next. Maybe some of the storms that you personally can reflect back on and remember would be a hard breakup, or struggling through a class. Maybe it was 1 week that you didn't understand something, or maybe the whole year was really tricky for you. Maybe you were mad at a parent about something. So not to dwell in those problems, but to know that every storm ends. And while you're in the midst of that storm, you have that amazing, empathetic God who is sitting there right next to you. So I just want to end with this little part in my book that says, "Turn your face to him. The Lord is already beside you, speaking powerful words of peace. He calls you from this storm into calmer waters." So friends, be sure that you are turning your face toward him. God is with you and he loves you.